everyone, Samurai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 7th episode of Spy Family. And last episode we pretty much had our mission fully begin. It's going a little bit shaky to start with, it's supposed to be, friends with Damien and all that, and instead we just deck him, which was warranted, sure, but the mission's not going so well so far, and I'm not sure how exactly we're going to recover from that, but I have faith in these people, so let's just watch and just see how they work their magic on the situation. So, 3, 2, 1, play. At least she made a friend, Becky. That's good. Dovum, yeah. Thanks for the recap. Alright, that whole thing. Feels like a video game, honestly, with talking about that as a goal. Mario gathering sun sprites and stuff. Or gathering stars like in the, Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. But then she punched him. Bam! Get wrecked. I mean, it would be nice if Damien learned some kind of lesson from that encounter, but I'm sure he didn't. I mean, there's a lot of people in life that could afford to learn that lesson, Being a dick to somebody for no reason, just nothing good comes from it. I mean, it's most common on the internet, specifically because you can't just punch someone. I never noticed before, that window, in the back when she does that, flip thing, that looks really good. I mean, I never noticed it before for obvious reasons. Good morning. Yeah, it does feel like we're kind of settling into our new way of life. Yeah, it's okay, you can come out. I mean, yeah, she knows about your mission, she knows the damage you did, so, feeling kind of guilty about it, it makes sense. But it's more his fault than it was yours, don't worry about it. I can only promise to try. Yeah, that's true. As I say, no use crying over spilled milk. I refuse. My apology will come in the form of not punching him a second time. He should appreciate that. No pressure, though. Can't make amends with him. He's too much of a dick. Oh, Becky! Hey, Becky! These little twin tails are just so cute. Also quite like her voice. I look forward to her going over to her house to play. That could be a lot of fun. Nice having an Ojo-sama friend. And there's little Damien. Yeah, that's an appropriate reaction. What, you want some more, boy? I dare you to come over here. I got 2 fists still. Nope. We don't need to apologize to him. And they're already holding hands, so friendship is going rather well. Hey, Becky's a good girl. Like, she's doing the right thing, she just doesn't know the context of your mission. That is not possible. I don't see it happening. Like, she could offer an apology, sure, but, like, he wouldn't accept it. He wouldn't change his ways at all. Is everyone, Joey. I didn't think about that, but I guess I could make quite the impression on people. And of course, she's gonna hear it all, and it makes it worse. I mean, you're not wrong. Becky really is the best. The best friend we could possibly have in this whole school. Yeah. She might be the first Ojo-sama friend you've ever had, but still, just call her Becky. I thought Anya would be my favorite, you know, child character in this show, but I mean, Becky's really giving her a run for her money. Which I really did not expect. Yes, and that's a big contributing factor to why it's such a little shit. I deal with such consequences of my actions. Yeah, I can feel that glare. So that was interesting that it was kind of cut off there. I wonder if we're going anywhere surprising with that. Math class. This is like elementary school, like early elementary school, right? Or kindergarten, whatever this is. Like, that seems pretty advanced. I mean, I'm supposed to be learning 2 plus 2 and stuff. Maybe if you did that, she'd be more awake. You can call him that too. I'm with Becky on this. Like, I know the mission's important, but... He's a janitor. Okay, man. Great cover. I feel better already. They're never gonna be in an agreement. I mean, you don't need to. Hey, science class is outside, that's cool. Signal. Okay. Yeah, that's not weird and suspicious at all. He's gonna freak her out, if anything. Language class, okay. Language of Yoiko? Well, who cares what John does, honestly? I think I'm on the wrong page. Can somebody help me? I imagine this school had pretty nice food. Really? uh. Okay. What made it to the cafeteria? Mac and cheese, hamburger steak, squid ink spaghetti. Yeah, that's actually kind of scary. Considering ketchup looks kind of like blood, you know, bloody messages. It, right and sorry, like, yeah. It freaked me out a little bit. the eternal struggle between Papa and Becky. It's great. Oh, he's gonna get her out of the way. That's playing dirty. You know, you mess with Becky, I know I'd like you a little bit less. I'm not gonna lie. She was eating her food, damn it. Short people problems. I'm pretty sure she would beat him in a fight, no matter how many times they go at it. I mean, we'll see how this goes. Because... is this really going in that direction? Like, I kind of thought it might after the scene of staring at her in the class, but... You're more sure than I am. Chibi, that's showing her. Okay, now that's okay. That's a little bit too far. You can punch them now. You have my permission. They're not lame. I mean, she looks cute as a Tanuki as well, but this is why this wasn't a good idea. Yeah, you can't hate somebody that looks at you like that. And yeah, this is totally where it's going. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, she's crying because they're bullying her in their heads. But from his perspective, it looks like that. But probably has a fever. I don't think that's rage. Right to my face. Somebody help this boy. He's having a heart attack. Or don't, no. Yeah, I would never fall for a commoner girl. That's never happened in fictional stories at all. Okay. I mean, they swayed him in a way. Well, was that a good result for you or not? How did you take that? Yeah, I don't think he completely understood what was going on there either. Because I would get cooties otherwise. Relationship with Damien? Question mark. That's probably the best way to phrase it, honestly. Poor Becky. I feel so bad for Becky, too. And I now hold a grudge against him for that. I mean, I think they got closer in a way there. It may not have looked like it, but... He kind of just needs to resolve some things internally. Oh no. That's... okay, that's cheating. Uh, oh god, it's a lot of text. I give up. Is that a good idea? There's nothing but death and killing in there. And I'm saying, and yeah, as soon as you said split, I knew where this was going. Splitting people. Let's try a different strategy. Because she's 4. I gotcha. I get it. I mean, everyone has their limits. I mean, he's got his mission. I mean, but like, because that adds a lot of context to things. Because otherwise, yeah, she'd be 100% in the right. Just let her do what she wants to do, enjoy her school life how she wants to do, how she wants to enjoy it, like for sure. But the mission complicates everything. Because otherwise, you would just be like, like a helicopter parent or whatever you want to call it. I mean, not exactly the same thing. Is she even in there, or did she run away? Also, I'm pretty sure that's not how Anya is spelled in the subs. I'd double check that. Oh, she's still in there, but maybe Becky could help teach like study sessions together. But yeah, she'll get hungry eventually. Yeah, they're arachnids. Blinded by knowledge. Yeah, he just wants an H on praise. It's pretty cute. God. It's adorable. That'd be pretty good motivation, yeah. You need to praise her more. Maybe give her some head pats here and there. Yeah, there's nothing worse than parents where nothing you do is ever good enough. I mean, you need to be the best father you can be. That's how I would put it. Yeah, those faces. She did say that, yeah. You don't want to get some points deducted. I mean, yeah. And she's already doing a great job of that. I mean, it does take some getting used to, yeah. Mind reading powers definitely helps with all that. If only he knew. Really is nice having a mother in the house. They couldn't just call it an anime in the subs, you know? They couldn't just do that. Because the audience might not know what an anime is that are watching this anime. But yeah, I kind of figured she'd be sleeping. But, yeah, sleeping because she's doing her best. Still can't believe he called those lame. Good thing she's so light. Probably pick her up with one hand, honestly. Guess I'll have to praise her tomorrow. And then roll credits, yeah. It is a real family, more or less. Hey, you look so smug in that shot, but let's see. Look at you now, Damien. You're a blushing mess running away like a coward. I really do hope we get an episode where she goes over to Becky's house to play. Just one episode like that would be great. I mean, I would settle for Becky going to her house, but, like, you know Becky Ojo-sama, you know, she's gotta live in a nice place. And a stinger. Oh, there's the little brother. Oh, the party. What's he gonna say about that? Yeah, like, yeah, this is gonna be how he finds out. Okay, yeah, next episode we might have him show up. Ask a sister some questions about this. Because, yeah, he didn't hear anything about this marriage. Oh, that was a big bouquet. So, yeah, that should be a fun episode. But yeah, that was the 7th episode of Spy Family. And, yeah, we are more having Anya, do her best to get used to the school life, which is a bit of a struggle. A struggle. because not only does she have like the classes, which are pretty brutal. It's like an elite school where you learn things in their grade that you probably really shouldn't be expected to be ready for. So she has to deal with that, and and Lloyd trying to teach her and get her up to that level, but like it's rough. You can't really force it too much, but she is doing her best, and he's doing his best. Everyone's doing their best, really. But because we have that, we also have the whole thing with Damien, because not only do we have to deal with him in general, but we also have Lloyd like pushing for the reconnaissance, making up with him, so which would start with an apology from her end, but that's easier said than done. I mean, for one thing, she doesn't want to apologize to him, like nobody would in her position, right? So there's that. And then there's Becky, who's literally physically stopping her from doing so because she knows that she shouldn't have to, right? But again, the mission really changes the context of so many things in the show, right? And only 2 people know about the mission, really, amongst our circle here. I mean, amongst most people, really, aside from the organization that he's with. But but yeah, it is kind of funny when he's like trying to kind of communicate to her the importance of apologizing, because he thinks that she doesn't understand the mission and the importance of it, but she does understand the mission and the importance of it because she can read his mind, so she already knows that she has to do it. Like, so that's kind of funny. Like, it's somewhat wasted effort, really, because she already, is willing to do it, really. It's just the only issue was Becky. I don't want to call her an issue, though, because I like Becky, but from his perspective, she was an issue that he got rid of by faking a message for her over the intercom system, so she abandons her food, which was eating, and went to go somewhere where there was nobody waiting. So now she's like all hungry and alone over there. Like, it bothered me. It bothered me more than it probably should have. But just she did nothing wrong, and she more or less, got bullied by Lloyd. So it was horrible. But she eventually got the apology through. But even that was quite rough because we have Beavis and Butthead, next to Damien, just like leveraging all those insults at her. So she's like trying to contain, the sadness over that while trying to get out the apology, which is what she came there for, and all that kind of coalesced together to make it look like, it was all the same thing, She felt so bad that she was at the point of tears, but that's not quite what it was, but that's how people took it, because, that's of course how they would take it. And freaking Damien, like, I was pretty sure, I was leaning towards it during the classroom staring scene, like, when they kind of, like, cut off his dialogue. I was like, they're trying to, they're going to push this to, like, a Crush sort of direction, aren't they? Like, I could feel it in my bones, and the more scenes we got of him, the more clear it was making it, and eventually we got some Doki Doki, we got some, like, kind of, like, seeing her from his perspective sort of shots, and it made it pretty clear. Like, he doesn't quite get it yet. Like, he's in the denial phase, because of course he is, because she's just some commoner girl. Why would he possibly like her, right? But clearly he does. So we'll see how that goes. Like, I don't think they're ever gonna like get together or anything like that. But it'll be interesting to see how his feelings affect the things going forward. Really. The dynamic between him and his 2 lackeys and Anya, it really does remind me a lot of Little Witch Academia with, the characters there. I don't remember the characters' names, really, but, okay, look at the names real quick. Yeah, Atsuko and Deanna from Little Witch Academia. It reminds me of that, and in that show, I'm pretty sure Deanna liked Atsuko, liked her. I got that impression in the show. It was much more subtle there than in this show, but I'm pretty sure it's more or less the same, regardless, but yeah, that was our episode, and we had the bit at the end too where we were like, essentially that scene was all about Lloyd trying to strike a balance, right? Because Anya has 2 parents, Lloyd and your mama, and right, and the best thing 2 parents can really do is act as like checks and balances for each other, so we don't go too far in one direction. And Lloyd definitely has that tendency because he has a mission which is really, really important. So it's easy to let that really sway you into prioritizing that over what's best for your child, especially if you are still kind of seeing it as a fake family towards, a means to an end, which he's kind of still in that process, he hasn't quite taken it as like his real true family yet, which I think it's just a matter of time before we get to that point. But yeah, your mama is definitely a good, like an ideal position to like pull him back a little bit, and she did a good job of that in this episode. But she as well kind of like considers herself like a stranger butting in, because it's all still fresh and stuff. But like, it's a starting point. We're building towards a happy family, and I think we're making pretty good progress towards that, given how this episode ended off. You know, we got Lloyd pulling back a little bit. We had your mama helping to make that happen. And then we have Anya doing her best to study and, you know, succeed in the mission and all that. So it is good. It is good where we're at. So, but yeah, that's all I really got to say on the episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reaction and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.